got my mushroom made, and I'm just going to add some color to it. So I'm going to create a new material. I'm going to double click the material to open the floating material editor window. And in the color channel, I might just make a sort of purplish kind of color, something a bit fantastical and magical. I'll drag and drop that onto my mushroom. And what I also want to do is add a little bit of sort of a magical glow or luminescence kind of look to it. And one way that we can do that is to use the luminance channel. The luminance channel, it gives the appearance of objects being lit from inside. It doesn't create actual light, but it creates a self-illuminated type of look. Now if we turn this on, the default setting for luminance is full white, so this object just blows out fully into white. What I want to do is use a special kind of a shader called a Fresnel Shader, and this shader works by altering the pixel values of faces that are pointing towards the viewer or pointing away or to the sides to the viewer, perpendicular. So let's see how that works. If I click on Fresnel, what we can see is we've got a gradient of colors going on. The polygon faces that are facing towards me, the viewer, are shaded this purple color. The ones around the edges that are sort of off at an angle, the faces that are angled out to the side, they're shaded this white color. And if I spin my view around, you can see that that shading alters as we view from different angles. So this Fresnel shader is based on the viewing angle, the way that we're actually looking at this. Now this is a really useful shader. It's great for making transparency and all sorts of special effects things, X-ray type things. It's a really super useful shader to use. So in the luminance channel, it's a little bit intense. I don't want it quite that intense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the luminance channel, and I'm just going to use this mix strength to set the value and be able to fade it in and out. At the moment when I change the mix strength, it's mixing between this gradient and white. What I want to do is be able to fade out that gradient. So let's change that white color just to black, and now when I change the mix strength, we're basically just fading that Fresnel effect in and out. So I can just set it so it's a little more subtle. The other thing is I've got this shininess on the mushroom. I don't really want that. That's from the reflectance channel, so I might just turn that off. And now I've just got this nice purpley gradient color across the surface of my mushroom. Now if you want to, you can go into your luminance channel, you could click on this gradient here, and you can actually change the colors in the gradient. So for example, if I wanted this, I don't know, some bright magical green color, I can actually get some psychedelic looking effect going on there. I'm going to undo that and just leave mine with this little bit of lightness to it. But the Fresnel shader is a really useful tool to use in all sorts of channels for all sorts of situations, and I'm just going to use it here for my mushroom, just to give it a bit more of a magic kind of look.